Esteban, this is LaserBolt and welcome to another legendary armor video. Today we're going to be taking a look at yet another hidden legendary armor, and this time it's going to be for the Pyromancer. And once again, guys, I say this every single time I do these hidden videos. It's like they're right in front of our eyes. How do we miss these armors, bro? It's like, how do we go from not seeing them and knowing they exist to actually now spotting them, and as we get closer to this demo, to be able to know exactly what to be grinding for? Because remember, this demo in particular, if you get the items right now, you won't need to get them when the game comes out. You're just going to have to level them up, which is really cool because the demo is supposed to, from what we know, last all the way until the release of the game. So we could theoretically be farming for all these legendaries and just have them stored ready to be leveled up as soon as the game gets released. So a lot of really cool and exciting stuff regarding the demo. But I know you guys are like, Laser, show me the armor. What's up with the armor? Before I do, guys, I do want to remind you guys, if you guys are enjoying this content, please make sure you guys drop a like. In addition to that, don't forget about our giveaway. Any game of your choice for 2021, all you got to do is click the pinned comment in the comment section down below, and you guys will be automatically entered. So what particular armor are we talking about? Well, the armor we're talking about is called ACARI. Now, this particular armor looks fire. And when I say fire, that's because it's literally on fire. It's like if you were on flames. It's like lava was pouring all over your body, brother. But I'm going to show you guys exactly what it looks like. And like I said, it's been right in front of us. So let's go ahead and pull this up, show you guys here on the screen what I'm talking about so you guys can get a better idea of what this armor is all about and what you can expect when you pick up this armor. Now, one thing I do want to make sure and make reference to, highly recommend you guys check out my armor breakdown video. It's going to give you a full plethora of knowledge in the armor that you definitely want to know. I'll leave it linked in the annotation and also down below in the description. So check that out, guys, as you're definitely going to want to make sure you check out that video. Now, that being said, you guys know the drill. We're going to start off first with the item level. The item level is pretty much the level of your item. From what we know, it is able to go all the way up to 50. So really cool. So a lot of farming, a lot of, material farming, and a lot of things to level this armor up. In addition to that, the armor, really high armor, 2,353. That just tells you your overall armor. That's just one particular piece, guys. So remember, these could go all the way up to 15,000, 20,000 as far as when you have all the pieces together. Now, the main thing, of course, to pay attention to anytime you get an armor is the three abilities, the three attributes, as I say. These are extremely important because you're going to determine whether you should keep it or you should dismantle it, or what you should actually be trying to, level up or not level up, right? So for this particular set, we have the following, guys. We have anomaly power 690. For those of you who might be new to the game, what the heck is anomaly power, right? That just means the damage or the power output that your skill or ability does. In addition to that, we have skill life leech. Basically what that's going to do is that every time you use your skill or your ability, you're going to be getting health back with that ability being used. That gives you 3.25%. Then we have cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction is 6.5. For those of you who don't know what cooldown reduction is, it just pretty much means that it's going to reduce the time that you have to be able to use your ability or your skill, which is really good. The stats are amazing. Anything that gives you more skill damage, more health back when you use your skill, and reduces the time of your skill being used is a plus in my book, boys, because that means you're going to be able to spam the crap out of those abilities, which is extremely important. And this particular item takes advantage of one particular ability. Now, before we go into the mods, let's talk about what the ACARI armor and what ability or what skill it's going to be taking a huge advantage of. Now, the skill that it's going to be taking advantage of is called heatwave. Now, heatwave is actually pretty cool. And basically what heatwave is going to do for you guys, it's going to allow you that it's going to shoot a wave of fire like you're watching here in the video. And every time that wave of fire gets shot out or spread it out, it's going to inflict a status effect of burn, which is going to be applied to the enemies. Basically what burn's going to do is that it's going to damage them over time. And it's you're able to, on your skill tree, make the burn even give you health back. So it's actually pretty crazy, and even output the amount of damage you're able to apply with the burn. So really cool. Basically, you send out fire, it's going to apply a status effect of burn, and it's going to do a lot of damage. That's pretty much the ability it harnessed, the armor harnessed off. Now, let's take a look at the mods, because the mods turned an armor from good to super duper good. Let's take a look at it. So we have the first one, which is a level 3 mod called Detonator, which is going to take a full advantage of overheat. It increases the skill cooldown by 50%. Now, the skill cooldown that we're talking about here is going to be this particular one. It's not all your skills. It's just going to be your overheat ability. So that's a big increment. It's just going to cut it in half. So let's say your skill takes 1.20 seconds to come back. It's going to come back really soon, like in 45 seconds. So that means you're going to be able to spam that ability very often. And that's not even taking into consideration the cooldown reduction you have of 6.5. Now remember, you have 5 of these pieces. That's about an additional 30% of cooldown. So you're looking at a cooldown of 80% just on armor pieces and on a mod, right? So of being able to use this overheat, that's not counting what you're able to do within the skill tree to reduce this even more. So this can become, this is theoretically, right? This is theoretically speaking, you could probably be spamming this ability every 10 seconds. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that, but based on the skill tree, based on if you had all these pieces at 6.5 and if you had this at 50, it's gonna be super duper spammy to spam that overheat. In addition to that, it also does give you an advantage, of course, the ability we're taking full advantage of, which is called Tidal Wave. Now this is a level 1. This is a level 1. So think about it. If this was a level 3, how crazy this would be. So this takes advantage of heatwave. The skill can be activated one more time before triggering the cooldown. So that means you're able to use your heatwave once, twice. Now, based on the other legendary armors that we've taken a look at that have similar, similar text or similar verbiage, theoretically speaking, when you get a level 3 one, it's going to let you use it 3 times. So theoretically speaking, you could probably use heatwave a total of 4 times if you have a level 3 mod here, between 4 or 3 times if you have a level 3 mod here. And that is going to be crazy good, because once we take a look at exactly what is the complete bonus when having all these 3 pieces applied, it's going to be crazy good. So speaking of that, let's take a look at the bonus. Now for the bonus for the ACARI item, or the ACARI Legendary, it says every enemy damaged by heatwave grants 25% anomaly power bonus for 10 seconds. So that means every single time you damage someone with heatwave, you shoot out your heatwave, it hits them, applies bleeds to them for 10 seconds. You're going to be granted 25% more skill damage or anomaly power damage. So since we already have that level 1 mod that lets me use that heatwave again, when I shoot out that heatwave, it's going to be 25% more powerful than the first heatwave it was. Now, if I had a level 3 mod, you can see where I'm going, right? You can see where I'm going. So that's with just 3 pieces alone, which is extremely crazy and extremely OP. I'm telling you, every single time I dive in and take a look at these legendary armors, I think they're extremely OP. And that just puts one thing in my mind. How powerful are the enemies? Because if these seem so powerful, like these level 1 mods seem super duper powerful, the legendary armor seems super duper powerful. How powerful and how difficult are these enemies going to be, right? That's the question we got to ask. Now, one thing I want to point out before we end this video is that this particular armor is tied to a subclass to the Pyromancer. Their item or legendary armor set is tied to the Firestorm, pretty much subclass. So think about all the crazy stuff you're able to do with that particular subclass, all the weapon damage boosts you could get, all the bleach life that you could get from applying bleed. It's just gonna be crazy good on how you apply this armor. I'm telling you guys, every time I take a look at this, every time I find a legendary armor and a new one, it's like, I wanted to be the Technomancer, I wanted to be the Devastator. Oh, never mind, I'm gonna change my mind, I want to be Pyromancer, because these armors are so freaking good. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying our content. You guys, make sure you guys check out the other videos that are showing up right now on the screen. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are extremely great. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Don't forget, if you want to make sure you're enjoying our content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's most importantly. Make sure you drop a like, share this video with your friends, because it does help us out a lot. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.